Just got back from the gym. I actually just completely changed my life just now. I'm starting to wear sandals after my workout. Oh my gosh, life changer, actual life. Oh my gosh, the turn radius on this Tesla is fucking garbage. But I'm starting to wear sandals after the workout. Actually, I feel amazing. Oh my gosh, I feel like a different person. I feel like an actual different person. I feel reborn right now. I just hit the steam room and I actually just had the idea. Hold on. Let's do some finesse here. If there is really the big uses I found with ChatGPT was helping me kind of, I guess, put my thoughts, help me structure my thoughts. One example is like if I do a voice memo or something like that, I can like say like, hey, ChatGPT, help me kind of formulate my thoughts, help me take notes. And then I'll just speak into it and it will help me create all the notes for everything and do all that and do all that. So I don't have to like actually fully write it out. Yes, do I like pen and paper more? Yes. Sometimes do I not have pen and paper on me all the time? 99% of the time. When I do, it's amazing, but when I don't, I can't really take notes that efficiently. So what I'll do is I'll pull out ChatGPT, I'll say, hey Siri, pull up ChatGPT, and then I'll go on the manual voice control because the automatic one kind of sucks because sometimes you have to think and it'll just cut you off. So I do the manual, I start saying, hey ChatGPT, you're now an expert note writer. Preferably have a previous chat saved already so it has history and it has context. And pretty much what you'll do is you'll say, hey, I'm just speaking my thoughts out loud. You're gonna help me formulate my thoughts and structure my thoughts and give me an action plan, whatever for whatever I'm thinking and or for wherever it is. I think that's a great use case of ChatGPT is do speech to text and then text completion work with the large language model and then help kind of, put your thoughts together. Now, that's my use case with ChatGPT. If some of you have not heard of ChatGPT, you are sleeping under a rock. Honestly, I think everyone has heard of ChatGPT. But if you aren't using it every single day, I use it every single day. I more so use Anthropic. It's a more advanced ChatGPT model. They released a new model. Well, the company is called Anthropic. The model they released is called Claude 3. And what Claude 3 does, it's actually more advanced in pretty much all of the tests against ChatGPT and Google's model, which I'm like mind blown because Google and OpenAI's products, or really their AI is funded by huge corporations, or they have a lot, they just have a large amount of funding. And I'm just surprised that Anthropic comes out of nowhere and just dominates the market. Or not, I wouldn't say dominates the market. ChatGPT is still fairly useful and it's better in some use cases. But Anthropic I did find was pretty decent at coding, was good at math. It was a little better in some cases as far as like transcribing images, which is really cool. Obviously, a lot of them are still a little bit spotty, but at the rate of which AI is growing is so fucking insane to me because one week there's this new fucking AI model. This week there was a fucking actual humanoid called Figure 01, and it was a partnership with OpenAI, and that shit could literally pick up dishes, pick up an apple, do all this shit, and actually sound like a human. If you guys haven't already seen that video, that demo, it's fucking insane. It's really fucking insane. There's this other platform that I found out just a couple days ago. It starts with a V. I forget it. My memory is so shit. But it's a voice AI developer platform to where you can build and deploy voice AI projects. So like you can connect OpenAI large language models and then use something like 11 Labs to actually do the text to speech, all that stuff. And it's like fucking mind blown. We can just deploy models in a day, really in a day for a skilled developer, probably within an hour. It's really not that hard. You just need a prompt, you just need the providers, and that's it. The only thing I do want to note though, voice AI is actually kind of still expensive. Not expensive in the sense of like it costs as much as an offshore employee, let's say for example the Philippines or Egypt or Pakistan or whatever, but it still runs about $6 to $12. $12 being on the nicer end, the nicer sounding end, $12. But then it's like, why don't I just train someone in the Philippines, and then, they won't speak as good English, but they will sound a lot more natural. Sounding natural is a really big role. And, no matter how good the AI sounds, if it takes the AI 5 seconds to respond to me, I'm just going to hang up the phone. I don't really want to talk to you. I would talk to you because it's cool. I wouldn't talk to you because I have actual intent of doing business with you. The only reason why I would want to talk to you is, like, I wouldn't actually trust you in actually doing the job. I would just fucking talk to the AI because I think it's cool. I think it's some cool tech that I've never seen before that I want to play around with. It's not like something that you're like, hey, I'm going to wire you $1,000. No, it's probably going to get to that point where it sounds like a real human being. And I can promise you that does exist 100%. That does exist 100%. Now, but you can imagine, I think it's FCC or the TCR, whoever the fuck it is doing the text message stuff, or the just managing all the call reputation, whatever bullshit services to protect against callers in the US. What they're doing is, not them, but companies like Google, the big ass corporations. If you search up this on YouTube right now, you can go on YouTube, search up right now. You can go Google voice AI demo calls books hair appointment. Look it up, and I want you to play that video, but I want you to play the video without looking at the video, because I want you to try to get to that video without looking at the actual video. I want you to hear just pure sound. And what you're going to notice is when you hear the conversation, you're not going to notice a single fucking, it's going to say, uh-huh, all right. It's fucking insane. It actually, and that tech, guess what? It was 5 years ago. 5 years ago. It was something like 5 years ago. And guess what? That was before AI was a fucking buzz. Back then, AI was like, this kind of like, this shit no one really understood, and the general population didn't understand. The huge corporations did very much. And, now a lot of it is like the technology exists. The AI, the no latency AI sounds like a real human, that exists. I think that 100% exists. It's so, how do you say? It's so, I guess, just think of it logically. If someone had this tech, let's say a small scale company had this tech and it was cheap tech and whatever, or maybe, I'm thinking this all wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong. What if they had this tech and guess what? They had the power to mass call 1,000 people at one time in a matter of minutes, call 1,000 people in minutes, double dial, do whatever they need to do. Automatically, cheap. What kind of business wouldn't scale the shit out of that? What kind of business does not want more calls? Name one. Okay, well, I think that's the deal here, is that the technology exists, and the reason why the technology exists and the reason why we're getting such shitty voice AI products is because we're kind of getting the drippings from the real technology. A lot of the companies that are releasing the tech are actually years ahead, and they're just slowly releasing out the tech. And actually, a lot of the tech they're actually developing today, the real stuff, is actually years down the road, because maybe they don't want to scare the general population with what they have. I don't know. There's a bunch of different fucking theories. Maybe I start a podcast for this shit. I don't know. Maybe this shit's interesting. I think it's really interesting. There's a lot of fucking rabbit holes you can go down on all this shit. So I'm going to see you guys on the next video. I've actually been pumping out a shit ton of content nowadays, or in the past 2 days, not fucking nowadays, but in the past 2 days. So I'm going to be back on a consistent posting routine. Okay, I'll be consistent now. As long as I'm in Houston, I'll be posting consistently. So I'll see you tomorrow. Get to fucking work. If you're still on the come up as an entrepreneur, keep fucking going, motherfucker.